Darmasiswa is a scholarship program offered to all foreign students from countries which have diplomatic relationship with Indonesia to study bahasa Indonesia, arts, music, and craft. Participants can choose one of 45 different universities located in different cities in Indonesia. This program is organized by Ministry of Education and Culture in cooperation with Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The main purpose of the Darmasiswa program is to promote and increase the interest in the language and culture of Indonesia among the other countries. It has also been designed to provide stronger cultural links and understanding among the participating countries. The orientation will provide opportunity for the participants in order to facilitate their studies and understanding the culture of Indonesia. The orientation will help students in understanding Indonesian culture and gaining insight for their study under Darmasiswa program. Today is the 28th of August. About 600 students from the 83 countries come from their respective countries with the arrival of foreign hour because the time difference is very different.
Sekitar 692 siswa dari 83 negara berasal dari negara masing-masing dengan kedatangan jam bervariasi karena perbedaan waktu yang sangat berbeda. Blessing. Darmasiswa 28 sampai dengan 30 Agustus 2014. Darmasiswa adalah program beasiswa yang ditawarkan kepada semua mahasiswa asing dari negara-negara yang memiliki hubungan diplomatik dengan Indonesia untuk belajar bahasa Indonesia, seni, musik, dan kerajinan. Peserta dapat memilih salah satu dari 45 universitas yang berbeda yang terletak di kota-kota di Indonesia. Program ini diselenggarakan oleh Departemen Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan bekerjasama dengan Kementerian Luar Negeri. Tujuan dari program Darmasiswa adalah untuk mempromosikan dan meningkatkan minat bahasa dan budaya Indonesia di kalangan pemuda dari negara-negara lain. Hal ini juga telah dirancang untuk menyediakan link budaya kuat dan pemahaman di antar negara.
Jumps in insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world. Oh, sisters. They're the ones who spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. Don't leave me. Don't leave an avid read. The windows that we watch from are old and chipping at the knee. It takes me away, it takes me away, it takes me away. It takes me away, takes me away, takes me away. The scent you wear moves in lines from your apartment into mine. You act like you don't know me. My God, you tempt my anxious mind. It takes me away, takes me away, takes me away. It takes me away, takes me away, takes me away. If I knew nothing about you, would be much better. If I knew nothing about you,
Dia aku pada cabut.
would it be much better if I knew nothing about you? Would it be much better if I knew
Video.
nothing about you?
This is video. Something. Welcome to Indonesia, Jakarta.
Been married for 44 years.
Thank you. I sprained my ankle, so I have this, and he helped me up here. But I think I'll just put the cane here, okay? Okay, thank you. I have to sit down. I want to stand. Well, usually I will just stand there and talk among you, because this is not a one-way lecture. This is not a one-way lecture, and I would like this to be an interactive one. I know that you come from 113 countries, although many of you are here and some of you have not arrived yet. But we have to do the intercultural relations session today. How many of you understand Bahasa Indonesia more than English? So I cannot give it in Indonesian? No. Okay. I want to stand this and sit down. Okay. Intercultural relation. First, we have the I think I have it there. Okay, it works. Right. How many of you know what culture is? Darmasiswa is, okay. What is culture? Okay? Culture is?
Like they approach to everything. It's a kind of earning of humanity,
Okay.
concept. Yeah. Peace.
All right. Thank you. What country are you from?
I am Ravish from India.
India. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. In this case, we have hundreds of definitions of culture. And I will just give you an example. Those of you who have been in Indonesia for quite some time, you know what it means if I do this in front of many people. I want to pass and I do this. What does it mean? Respect. Great. How long have you been here? No, the one who answered respect. How long?
3 months.
How many months? 3 months. So you know, if I do this, passing hand, it means respect, right? Now I'm in the middle of Paris, and I do this when I pass somebody. What does it mean? Do you understand the question? I'm in the middle of Paris. It means nothing. If I do this in the middle of Manhattan in the US, what does it mean? What will people think I am doing? Yes? Huh? Try to find something. Okay, what else? Huh? Back pain. Okay, that's right. So culture means to a group of people. Geert Hofstede, he is an anthropologist from the Netherlands. He said culture is the collective programming of the mind. You know computer? Is computer program? Yes. Collective program. This is interesting. This is input from nationals about internationals. Those who are not Indonesians are internationals. And in this input, these are not just input, these are impressions. Indonesians like internationals because they are on time. Are all of you on time? Yeah. They like you because you are to the point. They like you because you are self-confident. They like you because you are egalitarian. And they like you because you are open and you think freely. These are impressions. Might not be the truth, but it's impression. The negative impressions, internationals, according to Indonesians, are arrogant, talk too much, underestimating, not trusting, not patient, and demanding. Is it true? The committee from Darmasiswa? Yes? Are they demanding? Ooh. Is it true? Yes. So these are impressions. What we want to keep are these ones. And we don't want to keep these ones. Now let's open about Indonesians. Input from internationals. Indonesians, positives. They are polite. They have strong family values. They are resilient. They are religious. They are respectful. They are kind. They want to please. And they are friendly. Is that true? Yes. Now the negative part of Indonesians. The impression is they are vague. Is that true? They are slow. If they walk, they are not fast. They are indecisive. They are bureaucratic. They are overly religious. They are not open and too laid back. These are impressions. So what we want to erase is these ones. So we have the positives from Indonesians, the positives from internationals, and through those positives, we'll have positive relations. Is it clear? By the way, can you catch my English? Okay, all right, thank you. Because I know some of you are not from English-speaking countries, like me. I'm not from an English-speaking country. So tell me if there is something you don't understand. Now I'm going to give you the concept. It's important for the practical things if you start with a concept so you understand better, because all of you are from universities. The concept: to work effectively with people of different cultural backgrounds, global managers or your students, global students, must gain knowledge about the values and expectation they bring to their business relationship or professional tasks. And such knowledge is complex, intangible, and rarely obvious. Okay? Learning takes place on 3 different levels: the cognitive, the thinking, the emotional, the affective, and the behavioral. Remember, the 3 things. You cannot learn without going to those processes: thinking, emotion, and behavior. In general, human beings learn about culture from experience. However, without intentionally reflecting upon it, if you just learn but you do not reflect, you can stay in Indonesia for 10 years and do not understand Indonesians. You've got to reflect, and students of culture will not be learning fundamentals that can enhance her or his intercultural confidence. So, every time you experience something good or something bad, try to reflect. And when you reflect, you can learn what make it like that. Okay? This is the iceberg of culture. How many people have seen this picture before? And some of you have seen. Student of anthropology or intercultural relation has seen it. These are the easy part. Above the water is what you see. Now you see me wearing a Muslim dress. What is flashing in your mind about me? Any answer? Yes? I'm Muslim, of course. What else? I'm traditional. Is that it? What else?
You're married.
I'm married? Obvious, I have a husband. But you cannot see from my dress. What else? Okay. When I go to the United States, I'm always checked. And somebody would say, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's random check. Anybody from the US here? Yes? After a while, I call myself Mrs. Random. Okay? So, it is difficult to see the book by its cover. These are what you can see. These are what you need to learn. Something underneath the water. Okay. About child rearing. How many of you who have been in Indonesia for quite some time see a kid 6, 7 years old being spoon-fed? No? Spoon-fed. You understand what I know? You feed the kid and they don't eat by themselves. Have you seen that? Not yet? Not yet. Okay. In Indonesia, it's very common for mothers to spoon feed. Yeah? And it's okay. Because among Muslims mostly, or even Christians, Indonesians, when you are small, you take care of your children. When you are old, your children take care of you. Right? The Muslims understand, right? But if in a Western world, you see a 4-year-old being spoon-fed, what does it mean? What you are not teaching? That the mother is not teaching independence. Is that right? Right. Okay. So study this. I want to ask you a question. Do you have questions in your head? What do you want to ask that you don't understand underneath here? Any question? No? Okay, I'll go ahead. So it means you understand all this. What we must have is the entire model. The entire model is that if we think of ourselves as more civilized than the other. Anybody coming from Western Europe? Okay. Which is more civilized? to clean yourself using paper or to clean yourself using water? After you go to the bathroom. Which is cleaner? Huh? Water. She said water. Where are you from? India, water. That's why we have water and not paper, right? How many of you look for paper in the toilet? Come on. See? It is not that water is more civilized. It is not that paper is more civilized. It's the difference of habit. Right? How many of you think eating using your hands is better than using spoon and fork? Come on, more. Okay, right. How many of you think using spoon and fork better than using your hands? Come on, be frank. So, what you have to understand is there is no anti-model. Each culture is civilized for its own culture. Okay? You have to start thinking of that, especially if you are going to small cities in Indonesia. Alright? This is important and it's not easy because you've been growing up with a certain way of life. Right? So you have to erase that. Everybody is civilized. Okay? There is a story. Haji Agus Salim was a very well-known politician. In 1947, he went to the United Nations representing Indonesia. He likes to wear sarong and he likes to eat using his hand. So, of course, in the United Nations, there are some Westerners say, why don't you use your spoon and fork? It's not nice to use your hands. What did he answer? Okay, let me ask you, sir, how many people have used that spoon and fork? Do you know? The Westerners said, I don't know. Hundreds, maybe thousands, because it's keep on being washed. And Haji Agus Salim said, I know who used this one. One person. Okay? So let's not quarrel about which is more civilized, which is more primitive, which is better, which is less good. Let's start from today on. If you see something that is different, it's just different. Do not judge. Okay? It's not easy. For me, it's not easy also. But we all have to learn. Right? We have this. I cannot give you some of the slides because I don't have the copyright. But I can give you where I got the writing from, what books, later on. And you can communicate with me using my email. I'm almost 70, but I use email. Don't worry. I use Facebook. I use Instagram. So it's okay. Because I use this too. Otherwise, you cannot communicate with me and you communicate with other girls, right? No, I'm just kidding. Alright? Based Indonesian values. Gotong royong. It means working and helping each other together. Tapos liro. It means empathy. Andap asor. It means humble or humility. Ojo dumeh. It means do not be arrogant. Besuki mawabeo is success requires sacrifice. And pakeu, this is an important word that you have to learn. It is feeling pakeu. Like I asked the lady before to call me by my first name without ibu. It is not possible for her to say that. It's pakeu. So, from looking at these, there are certain important traits that you've got to learn. In Indonesia, it is best for you to be to the excess of politeness than to the excess of openness. Okay? This is just a scheme from the Indonesian government. This is human. Before it was man, I changed it to human because I want woman to be inside here. Right? So, for Indonesian, success in the world is not enough. It has to be on top of it, success in the hereafter. Because it's religious country. Now I want to share something that maybe not many Indonesians know also. You are in Indonesia. This is a country that has just gone through a democratic election. Did you read about it? Yes. You read about it, right? So, we are proud that we pass it without any commotion. But if you see, this is the pie chart of Indonesian education level with highest diploma obtained, percentage of population age 15 years and above. These are people who have not finished primary school, people who finished primary school, people who finished junior high school, people who finished high school, general high school, people who finished vocational high school, people who finished one-year diploma, and people who finish or are still in university. We only have 6%. If we call the whole population, this is 2011, we have 2% of Indonesians who have education beyond high school. So you have to appreciate our big effort in educating, our big effort in giving you scholarship so you understand Indonesian. So when you return to your countries, you can talk about Indonesia in a realistic way. Okay? So, now we go to the process of intercultural communication. Intercultural communication, what is meant, we have the cultural filter, is not the same with what is said. What is said is not what is understood. Just remember that. There are many words in Indonesia, like asking about religion, asking about age, asking about salary, which is misunderstood by foreigners as being implied. Okay? So stop feeling bad if you hear something that is not like what you expected. Instead, ask questions. This session is meant to help you adjust to that. Okay? From here, any question? I'm worried. Nobody asking question. You understand it well? No question at all? Do you have any problem with Indonesian? Within this short time you're here? Yeah? No? Great! So we expect no problem in the next year, right? Are you sure? There is no question? Yes? I'm sorry, I don't hear it. Your second day. Oh, okay. No problem yet. Maybe after 2 months, right? Okay, so there is nobody who wants to ask questions about the problem they don't understand? Okay. All right. So these are cultural dimensions. I think you know that in one country, in one Indonesia, you have so many different cultures. How many subcultures do we have? How many cultures do we have in Indonesia? From your reading, come on. Huh? 700, right? Maybe more than that. And even in those 700, we have differences from this part. The problem of culture in Jakarta is different from the problem of a smaller city. Problem of gender is also different in one place to the other. And age difference is also different. Okay? Write down if you need it. So this is what is called human mental programming. People are usually different in personality. Personality is always inherited and learned. Yeah? How many of you have sisters and brothers? Are they like you? No. They have similarities or the inherited personality and differences in what they learn. Culture is always learned. That's why now we are learning culture. The proof is, if a baby from Austria is brought to Jakarta and left with a Jakartan family, 17 years later, the baby is picked up. What culture would she have? Indonesian or Jakartan culture, right? That's why culture is always learned. What is the same with us is the human nature. So, if there is a What do you do to make it peaceful? What? Any answer? Yes? Yes? Dialogue or dialogue. Good. What else? Yes? Learn each other's culture. What else? If there's differences in personality. Yes? Yes? Open-mindedness. Great. Yes, what else? So that you don't fight. Compromise. What else? Share ideas. Yes, what else? Coexistence. Being friends. What else? Huh? Great. That's the best answer. Acceptance. Because you have different personalities, you accept as is. Somebody above 15 years old, they have a set personality. So if you meet somebody above that age, first of all you accept, and then if there is something that cannot be bridged, you go to the human nature level. Right? Now, if people from different culture having differences, what is the best answer? What do you do? To make sure you understand each other? Acceptance. So I would say, if you have different personalities, you accept. You have different cultures, you accept. And if you have problem solving it, bring it to the human nature. Human nature is where it is universal and inherited. For instance, you feel hurt because somebody asks you about personal question. You understand that culture and you accept that there are differences in approaching a problem. Let me give you one other story. When I was the director of an exchange program, around 30 years ago, I have students from all over the world, and I have a problem facing a student from Great Britain. Over there, this is the story. I was sitting in my office. Lisa, the name of the student, came to me to see me. She was crying. She said, "Ibu, I need to talk to you. I'm very unhappy." I said, "What's the problem? I thought you are getting along with your family because they stay in homestay." "No, I do have a problem." And then I asked, "Okay, what's the problem?" My host mother read my diary. Is it a problem? Yes. Yeah? It's a problem? Okay. Can you forgive the mother? While she was talking like that, the mother came to the office. I was still with her. She said, "I want to talk to you, Ibu, but not with her. I want her out of the room." But she is upset. I said, "What's the problem?" But before she said anything, I asked Lisa, "Can you go with my assistant to another room I will talk to your host mother. I said, okay. She was still crying, but she said, okay. Mother said, I don't understand her. I hosted her for 8 months. We were very happy, but she was not good. I said, why? She said bad things about me. I said, what do you mean bad things about you? Yeah. She said things that I feel it's not proper. It's not good. I want her out of my house this afternoon. I said, wait a minute. What happened? She said bad things. How do you know she said bad things about you? Well, I read her diary, right? It's the same with the story of the girl, right? You read her diary? Why? You told me, she said to me. Me? I never told you to read her diary. No, remember at that orientation, you gave all host families? I said, yes. You told me to treat her like my own kids. I said, yes, I remember that. Yeah. So what's the problem? Yeah. I read my children's diary. She's like my own kid, so I read her diary too. Can you understand what's going on? I said, why on earth did you read your children's diary and why did you read Lisa's diary? If I don't read their diaries, how could I know they have problems? Can you understand why? In Indonesia, since we are not too open, we write down the things that we feel in the diary. But Indonesia, we have no problem with privacy, so we write those things and do not mind if our parents read it so they know our problems. So do you get it? So what difference is that? Difference of? Culture. Because diary becomes a tool of communication in that family. It makes sense because we are from the collective society and Lisa is from Great Britain. Okay, so if you have problems, make sure you get into the core of the issue and ask questions. Right? So I called Lisa. Lisa, come. Let's see your mother. And then she said, I'm still upset. Lisa, your mother reads your diary because she wants to know whether you have a problem or not. Really? She reads her your diary because she also reads the diary of her children. Said, really? So Lisa called her siblings, her brother and sister in that family, and they all answered, of course. Why should we write anything in our diary if it is not for her to read? So there is always an explanation that you've got to find, that you have to really get to know the real reason. So you think Lisa can forgive the mother? Can she? Yes. But then I told Lisa, next time lock your diary. Yeah, because she cannot change her culture. A diary for her is her private book. So lock it. Don't put it just on your desk. Okay? So that's the way to see how human nature will help you solve the problems. Okay? Area of ignorance. If you have just come here 2 days, there are lots of things you don't know, but keep on learning until you arrive to the comfort zone. How many of you have friends from other country where you feel very comfortable? See? It is possible to have many Indonesian friends where you arrive at the comfort zone. After knowing you closer, Indonesians also will be open to you. Okay? This is important. I will not judge till I have understood. Always ask. I'm quite sure you are students who are really interested in Indonesia or Indonesian cultures or Indonesian dances or Indonesian language or Indonesian music. You will understand more than most people who are not learning about our culture. Indonesia is an intimate society. Our anthropologist said. Intimate society means that you've got to be able to talk close with people. Indonesians have friends that are not just acquaintances. For you, your real friend is maybe limited. How many Indonesian friends in their Facebook do you know? Thousands. That's because acquaintances are also friends. In an intimate society, what is important is heart. We are feeling-based people. So try to understand the heart. If not, between your culture and our culture, Indonesian culture, there can be a lot of collisions. You don't like it if somebody said something that is not right based on your culture. And what happened is you have cultural fatigue. So you have to learn again to change your way of thinking, your emotion and behaviors, and the outreach needed is you always share feelings, concern and goals for the future, break down between an individual and them. Don't say all Indonesians are like this, all people from your country are like this. Do not stereotype, finding out that basically we are like, overlapping good ties, and always try to channel conflict. The prerequisite for intercultural adjustment in Indonesia, if you are eager to learn and understand, if you have self-control, respect, interpersonal relation skills, sincerity, flexibility, ability to communicate, and acceptance. Okay? These are the prerequisites, which is not only for Indonesia, but for your future as well in the world. So, if there is a cultural shift needed, change. For instance, you are very individual oriented. Try to be more of collective. Indonesians also the same. Keep the positive things that I stated before there. Get rid of the negative impressions. This is relationship building prerequisite. Trust, care, appreciation, blending in, people focus, being effective, that create happiness. I'm about to finish my presentation. I ask you once again, do you have any questions? If you don't have questions, later on after you stay here longer, you can email me. Because education is the kindling of a flame and not the filling of a vessel. I want you to have the kindling of a flame in understanding and caring about people from other culture. And again, please contact this number or this email. If along the time you are here, you have questions that need answer. Okay?
Under the autumn tree, the chair where you would swing, a yard so full of flowers, comfort me. A man that resembles me, turn his young lady sleep. Now I'm off to dream. Comfort me. Is this my old shame? My mind is away. How long have you been gone? And the cold winter's aged the soft of your face.
Sorry. Good afternoon. Yeah. So in my presentation, I will mix the two languages, Honesty. Tapi akan lebih banyak berbahasa Indonesia. Kalau tidak nanti terjemahannya langsung juga. On my left is my partner, Marianto. For the slides will be in Bahasa Indonesia, but in my presentation, because Bu Pangesti told me just now, most of us are still not fluent speakers of Indonesia, but I'm very sure within 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, you will be fluent speakers of Indonesia and we will speak better than Bu Pangesti and I. Do you agree? Yes. Because the best way of learning any languages is by using the language in the target language community. And you are here now in the target language community. For that reason, 6 months is not a very short time to be fluent speakers of bahasa Indonesia. Pengenalan bahasa Indonesia is the title of my presentation. Pengenalan, introduction. Bahasa Indonesia is the name of our language. So introduction to bahasa Indonesia. Next. Selamat datang di Indonesia. Welcome to Indonesia. How many of you have been to Indonesia before? Okay. I'm not professional at using this, but I'll try. All right. Our activities this afternoon are 3. Kegiatan kita sore ini ada 3 yang utama. Yang pertama, silakan. Kegiatan perkenalan. Introduction, for about 15 minutes, and presentation for 45 or 30 minutes or so, and then we should spend more time on question and answer session for about 30 minutes. But before that, I would like to congratulate you all coming from every part of the world. Ibu Pangasih told me we are coming from 83 countries. So we are representing the world now. The future of the world is on our hands. Yes. And to make the world better, we should do more activities like this. No other options. We should shake hands together, sit together, and talk in the same language together. Even on the surface of languages we are using is different, but in the bottom of every language there is a similarity to express our intention, thought, and cultural products. I think without waiting for more time, we are going to do a short introduction. I designed actually every one of us now to greet our friends in front or in the left or in the back by introducing ourselves in Bahasa Indonesia very briefly, by saying, for example, our name. I think it is time for me to stand now. Later I will go down. Okay, good. Please, Ibu, can hello. Don't forget this. Yes, this is what we are going to do for about 10 minutes. Yeah, I know because there are around more than how many of us together? 549. If we let everyone to spend 2 minutes for introduction, we are not going to finish this in 3 days. So this is what we have to do. Please, Ibu Kristi, this is very simple. We just mention our name, nama. Kita boleh bersama-sama dulu nama. Repeat to me, nama, nama, negara asal, name, nama, easy. Yeah. Negara asal, country of origin. Yes, negara asal. Tempat akan belajar. Yeah. Place where you are going to study. Yeah. University, which university are you going to study after this? And number 4, alasan mengikuti program Darmasiswa. Alasan, reason, yeah, mengikuti, joining Darmasiswa program. So number 4, reason, yeah, joining Darmasiswa program. So very briefly, just name. Yes. Okay, I'm sure everyone still remember his or her name. Still, you just shake hand to your neighbor. Just please Bu Kristi. We do it simply. Halo, selamat sore. Kita baca bersama dulu. Halo, selamat sore. Nama saya Christina Nafratilopa. Panggil saja saya Christina. Bahasa Inggrisnya from the top. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah. My name is Christina Nafratilopa. Just call me Christina. I'm from Poland. Yeah. I will be studying at Gajah Mada University. I joined Darmasiswa scholarship because I would like to know the culture, the society, and the beauty of Indonesia. You may not use this. Yeah? You're free to use your own expressions. All right? Can we do it now? At least one or two. If I say hello, just look to your neighbor. Yeah, hello, my name is la 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 la. Just call me la 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 la. And then I'm from Lili. And this is the way how we learn any language, by using it. Don't worry of making mistakes, because learning any languages start from mistakes.
Saya dari Polandia.
Okay, please start now.
Selamat sore. Saya Timo. Saya dari Polandia. Apa nama Anda?
Halo, selamat sore. Nama saya Lembut. Panggil saja saya Murad. Saya berasal dari Kazakhstan. Kazakh language. Senang bertemu.
Selamat sore, nama saya Rusdi. Panggil saja Rusdi. Singkat. Senang juga bertemu dengan Anda.
Panggil saja saya Yula.
Oke, terima kasih. Good. We end it here. We need one volunteer from this group, and yes.
Halo, selamat sore. Nama saya Ahmad Javid Kosha. Singkat saja saya Ahmad Javid Kosha. Saya berasal dari Afghanistan.
Halo, selamat sore. Nama saya Anastasia Pustini. Panggil saja saya Anastasia. Saya berasal dari Ukraina. Saya akan belajar di Yogyakarta di Universitas Senat Harman.
Thank you. Tepuk tangan, ya, tepuk tangan. Tepuk tangan. Okay. From this group.
Halo, selamat sore. Nama saya Sarantuya Bayar. Panggil saja saya Sarah. Saya berasal dari Polytechnic of Bali. Saya akan belajar saya berasal dari Mongolia. Mongolia. Saya akan belajar di Poly Bali, in Bali. Saya mengikuti program beasiswa Darmasiswa karena ingin mengenal kebudayaan dan masyarakat foreign dan keindahan alam Indonesia.
Oke, tepuk tangan. Last one.
Terima kasih. Halo, selamat sore semua. Nama saya Ravish Rajanya, panggil saya Ravish. Saya berasal dari India. Saya akan belajar di Universitas Udayana di Bali. Saya mengikuti program beasiswa Darmasiswa karena ingin mengenal kebudayaan masyarakat dan keindahan alam Indonesia.
He is F1 driver. Okay, good. I think we stop here. Please continue using the language anywhere, because this is the only way we learn any language. Remember, when we were kids, when we were babies, no teachers, no textbooks, yeah? No learning aids that our parents use to teach us our mother tongue. Surprisingly, how come we become fluent speakers of our language? The only answer is by using it, by listening to it, all the time, anywhere, everywhere. That's it. So when you are anywhere in Indonesia later, just talk, yeah, in Bahasa Indonesia. But remember, not all Indonesians can speak Bahasa Indonesia, especially in villages. I will show you later. Come on. Are you Christian? A bit about, because we are going to learn, yeah, let's say Bahasa Indonesia or any languages. This is the fact about language. Number one, language is unique to human being. Do you agree with that? Yes, unique to human being. Yeah. Number two, language is learned. In comparison to animal communication, it is given. Yeah? So, animal communication system is given straightforwardly. Once a dog, a baby dog, what's it called? Baby dog? Puppy, yeah. Once a pup is born as a dog, he or she will bark early from his or her birth up to his or her death. No more. No matter where he or he is from, whether from Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Saudi Arabia, Germany, France, they will bark. Can anyone tell me? Dogs bark differently from this part of the world? No. They will bark. Only that they can do. It is given, but it is static in the chain. Once a cat is a kitten, yeah? It's born as a cat. Similar things. But human being is different. Yeah? They are not equipped straightforwardly with the languages where he or he is born, but it is learned. It is learned through language inputs, language exposure. The more language inputs you have when you were kids, then the quicker you are going to acquire language. So that means when we learn any languages, we should create more language inputs. Language input can be listening, no problem. At first we get confused to this input, but later on, we will be fluent speakers. Like our friend from India just now. He has experienced his language input for 1 year. So, the best method of learning any languages is that by the way how we learn our first language. No worries of making mistakes, etc. Go on, Christy. This is the map of Indonesia. Yeah. We have spots up there. So far we have identified there are more than 548 local languages. Yeah. There are half of them are not yet identified, especially in the area of West Papua. And this map, when we cut this map, and then we place the map on Europe, the whole Europe is covered. Yes, because the area is very big. So, when you are staying in Indonesia, that means you are staying in Europe area, when you can travel from the part to the part. So the area is huge, size. The cultures diverse, not only the culture in terms of artistic performances, but also local languages. Like me, I'm from West Sumatra, Minang. I speak Minang. Pangesti from Jakarta, she speaks Japanese. When she speaks Japanese, I don't understand. When I speak Minang, Bu Pangesti doesn't understand either. Yeah. Neither does Pak Marianto. So, this is one of the advantages that we are having the Bahasa Indonesia. Go on, Bu Christy is also running. Local languages that we have been mapped so far, there are 594 local languages throughout the country that have been mapped and identified, with 2,000 2,376 dialects. Yeah. Go on. But this is just for our understanding, because when we communicate, yeah, not only we look at the language we are using, but it reflects the culture, the cultural values of that society as well. Because there are many different societies in Indonesia. They will speak in Bahasa Indonesia, but when they speak in Bahasa Indonesia, they will bring their own local cultural stereotype from one place to another place. And you will also be listening to people speak Bahasa Indonesia with different style and intonation. Yeah. When you go to Java, people will speak d and b will be explosive. What do I don't know? Because in Japanese language, d and b are explosive. Silakan duduk. Doesn't matter, it is still Bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia. Just like English. Yeah. English is as an international language. People speak English with different action, reflecting their cultural values and ways. So when Japanese speak English, they will say, "What book is Buddhi is reading?" I don't know what book Buddhi is reading. Is it wrong? Nahi. No. That makes English as international language. Variation. We cannot make Japanese people to speak English like British or American. We can't. Because their tongue has been shaped like that. So, remember, it is a little bit academic, but it is right. We have a number of studies that have been conducted, and then we come to the conclusion that stereotype of communication pattern of most Indonesians are indirect, implicit, and inductive. Yeah. When you go with them, for example, yeah, somewhere, and then I feel tired, possibly misunderstand, he or she needs to have lunch. Yeah. It is a bit impolite to say straightforwardly, please, I'm hungry now, things like that. And then high contact culture. High contact culture means full of, what do we call it? Collectivism, sense of togetherness. So politeness is there. Yeah. Consider others' feelings very highly. Feeling that if I say this, possibly someone will be in the state of ill feeling. Things like that. It is high contact culture. The reverse is low contact culture. And in communication, topic delay also. Yeah? Topic delay. Topic means any specific intention that we are going to achieve. But in most Asians, not only in Indonesia, the topic is placed toward the end of the conversation or the session of communication. For example, when they would like to ask a question, they are not going to ask the question straightforwardly, but it is preceded by a series of formulae, expression, politeness, and then until the end, they will express their intention. Yeah. Let's say a student will like to obtain information for not coming to school tomorrow. The student will say, because my So please allow me now to come to school toward the end. While in the Western culture, the topic is placed early in the beginning. Please excuse me, I'll not be able to come tomorrow. Please. And we should be able to at least to understand that. Yeah? Topic placement. Go on. This is just the opposite side, yeah? Explicit, low content, and early topic introduction. Go on. Do not get upset as well. Yeah? For most Indonesians, greeting, it is considered as a greeting expression. Yeah? So when we meet someone, they will stop and say, where are you going to go? Yeah? Sometimes they say pagi, or good afternoon, or good morning, but most of the time they say, mau kemana? Mau kemana? Yeah, where are you going to go? Yeah. For most cultures, it is considered not polite, yeah? Because it is someone's first, it is too personal to ask that question. But for most Indonesians, it is a kind of greeting. Yeah? Mau kemana? And social interaction, do not get upset when suddenly, yeah, your Indonesian friends will ask you, are you married? Yeah? Are you married? What's your name? Are you married? Don't say, oh, you are too rude to ask that. Just think this is the way how they would like to be closer, yeah, with you. Sometimes they ask more the question in detail. How many children do you have? Yeah. And then they go on, where do you live? And etc. and etc. So please, it does not mean that, yeah, they are impolite of using or asking that question, but that is the reflection of their own culture, because they belong to collectivism society. Yeah. In collectivism society, they would like to feel a part of social group, closer to you as well. Things like that. Next. Now we come to Bahasa Indonesia. Like what I said just now, we have around, when it is mapped, yeah, for the local languages, we're going to have close to 1,000 different local languages throughout Indonesia. And then we are lucky to have Bahasa Indonesia to communicate, yeah, among these different societies. So for us, Bahasa Indonesia is, we call it Jati Diri, as a national character. It is our national pride, Bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia has been able to unify Indonesian society. You can imagine huge differences, yeah? And then these differences can be unified by Bahasa Indonesia. And for that reason as well, we are in the effort to propose Bahasa Indonesia as an international language that can be used in international institutions, United Nations, etc. Because we have proof our Bahasa Indonesia has been able to unify differences. Next. Bahasa Indonesia is, but we need to do more research on this actually. But basically, Bahasa Indonesia is coming from Bahasa Melayu in Riau province, in South Sumatra province, as other Melayu local languages that spread around the area. The community, the speakers of that group is not many in comparison to Japanese speakers, but the distribution. So that's why our founding fathers agreed to use Bahasa Melayu plus our local language plus other foreign languages to enrich our Bahasa Indonesia, and it continues to develop. Go on. I think most of us were not born yet this year, 1928. Who among us were born that year? No, our great-grandparents specifically. Yes. In 1928, our youth coming from different parts of Indonesia sit together, possibly like this, we don't know, sit together and they agreed to these three things. Number one, they proclaim that one nation, Indonesia, one nationality, Indonesia, and one language, Bahasa Indonesia. Language that can connect all. So, from that year, our founding fathers have left us with these three things. So that we are happy now, no problem with local languages that can connect us. Go on, Christy. This is just for your understanding that about Indonesia. For speakers of Bahasa Indonesia, around 240 million who use Bahasa Indonesia in Indonesia itself and in other countries like Malaysia, Brunei, and Singapore. When you speak Bahasa Indonesia, they still can understand, because our Bahasa Indonesia is much richer than Bahasa Melayu in Malaysia. Because in Indonesia, Bahasa Melayu only in one, but Bahasa Indonesia is bigger, richer. So when you use Bahasa Indonesia in Malaysia, it can be understood. Brunei Darussalam, it can also be understood. Also in Singapore. It started in 45 countries, only statistical things. I think we do not need to go on to that. Well, Christian, matters like this. Pak Marianto, would you like to say something? Yes. I think we do not need to go further with this one, and then you don't need to write as well. This is only statistical information that Bahasa Indonesia has been studied in many countries in the world, in Japan, in Australia, etc. And we hope some of you also will be interested in studying Indonesian, Bahasa Indonesia, culture, etc. When we're coming back to home country, and then open Indonesian studies in the university, because will be highly appreciated. I know Pangesti will be more than happy to hear that from the later. I think that's the end of the presentation, but now we come to question and answer session. Because there is a rule, to listen to someone talking, the maximum time of our energy is 30 minutes. More than that, we will be tired. So, Pak Marianto, would you like to add? Yes, please.
Terima kasih. Thank you. At least you. I think this word that you have fire. Terima kasih. Thank you. Well, I would like to add something. How to address someone. When you ask something to Professor Rusdi, you have to address politely. The term of address is very unique in Indonesia. I'm sure that some of you have learned this. How to address to Professor Pak. Yes, Pak. From Bapak. So you can note down that. Pak. Oh. Pak. Pak. From Bapak. Bapak Rusdi. Oh. When you feel closer to him, Pak. Pak. Right, and yeah, Pak. The K is pronounced clearly, Pak. Pak or Bapak. Pak Rusdi. To female is we address her who, or ibu. When you feel closer, you will use a shorter term, in very formal ibu. Yeah, or in very informal, we can say Sunda. Later, when you study at your house university, you will find varieties of this term. But at least you have to know the two terms. Well, this is term of address. And how to call a person that we address. Usually we have one name only. So like me, I have one name only, Marianto. Pak Rusdi, just one name only. But we have two names. Pangesti Widyati, 2 words. Remember, in Indonesian culture, we do not have a norm which name will you call, the last name or the first name. But if you feel closer to the person, usually you call the first name Ibu Pangesti rather than Ibu Widyati. So please call them the first name. Or you can call them by one of the syllable, like my name, Marianto. My name have 3 syllables, right? 3 syllables. Mar-yan-to. Marianto. Yeah. I feel very close to the someone when call me the first syllable. Pak Mar. Yes, Pak Mar. To Ibu Pangesti, I feel very close to her. I call her Bupang. Hupa. Right? Yeah? Well, this time to practice, please use term of addressing. Who or pak. And you can call one of the syllable. The first syllable is preferable. Right? Thank you. Terima kasih. Yeah.
Any question to Prof. Rusdi? Punah, Universitas Andalas. Can you please stand up who are going to study, students who are going to study in Padang? Universitas Andalas? Padang banyak. Yeah. So Pak Rusdi, they are going to study. I think they will. Okay, thank you. They will learn singing in Padang, ya. Nah, you are going to learn singing in, especially in this year. Yeah. Okay. Any question? No. What is it? Okay. Hello, I'm from Ukraine. I would like to ask a question about greeting. Mao Kimana. See, do we have to answer where we're going, or it's just written rhetorical? No answer.
The best way is to answer it. Even you do not have to answer it explicitly where are you going to go actually. When someone asks you, mau kemana? Kesana. But you must answer it. Yeah. If not, later ill feeling. Yeah. Just mau ke sekolah, mau ke sana, only that. Yeah. But most of the time, they will ask you that question. Mau kemana? Sudah berapa lama di sini? Yeah. Any other questions? Yes, yes, please.
I have a dictionary, and in the dictionary I can see Malaysian, Indonesian is the same language.
Different language. So Indonesia is different from Bahasa Melayu Malaysia. Different. They differ not only in the intonation, yeah, but also they differ in some vocabulary items. And sometimes it is different totally. For example, in Bahasa Indonesia, we say pejabat. Pejabat. Pejabat means officials, staff. But in Bahasa Melayu Malaysia, pejabat means office. Different. Yeah. But most of the vocabulary they share similar. Bahasa Indonesia is much richer, is much bigger than Bahasa Melayu Malaysia, because Bahasa Indonesia originally is coming from Bahasa Melayu in Indonesia, because there is ethnic group in Indonesia we call Melayu ethnic. They live in South Sumatra, North Sumatra, Riau province, and this group traveled to Malaysia. So in Indonesia, not only Melayu ethnic groups, but there are many other ethnic groups that enrich our Bahasa Indonesia. For that reason, I can say that Bahasa Indonesia is much richer, is much bigger than bahasa Melayu. But there are two different languages.
As for your info, he used to be an Indonesian attached in Malaysia last year for 4 years, right? So he really knows about it, the one that he explained it to you. He used to be an Indonesian attached in the Indonesian embassy in Malaysia for 4 years. So he's familiar with Malay language there. Okay, and you got a prison here. Thank you for your question. Well, I have Kubang. I have a good example. The difference between Malay and Indonesian, extremely different. Sometimes anonymous meaning of the same word. So be careful. If you say seronok in Malay, it's positive meaning, it means beauty. But in Indonesian, totally different. Seronok is mean like pornography. So it's totally different. So be careful using different meaning totally. Yes. Well, here we have 10 units module to learn Indonesian, and then I think BPKLM already uploaded through the websites of Darmasiswa. Have you got this file with you? Alright? No, not yet. You got it? Really? Sorry? You got it? 10 units. Okay. So you may have this very simple as like introduction, how to pronounce the Indonesian alphabets and the sounds. So A, blah blah blah, both in English. Yeah. Okay, and then now how to pronounce in the word like alphabet, jelas, jual, ajak, etc. And then some conversation. Yeah. Conversation. So we have 10 units, and then you are going to more when you are studying in the host university. And then we develop it on the basis of common European frameworks of reference for languages. So some students from Europe area will be familiar with this kind of framework in learning language. Okay? So, any question? Ada question? Okay, from you.
Silakan.
So how did I'm from Hungary. How did the choice fall on Bahasa Indonesian to be like the official language of the country if there are like so many different languages?
I think you may watch TV program. Yeah. Solely from the context of learning Indonesian in the campus later on, you will learn the formal one in class. But you should learn the informal, yeah, from students around you. There are many students in the university, and then some of them, like in my university, State University of Jakarta, we have tutor. So young students will accompany foreign students to learn Indonesian and going somewhere to the, say, like, tourism places. So you learn from them.
No, my question was more about like the history of
Oh,
how this
it's
language
about
became
history.
the official of the country.
From your sites, Badan Bahasa. Yeah.
Thank you. This is a very good question. Later, Pak Marianto would like to add it. Like what I said, this is one of our national pride. Yeah. Firstly, I would like to explain why Yeah, because there are so many ethnic groups in Indonesia, and there are more Japanese speakers than Malay speakers. There are more Sundanese speakers than Malay speakers. But with regard to the distribution, yeah, Malay people, well, although their number, in terms of number, is not as many as those groups, but they spread out throughout the country. So, one consideration that was made by our founding fathers was not because of the number of speakers of that local language, but the distribution of that language. And Malay language at the time was well distributed throughout the country. That was also one of our appreciation to our founding fathers. No fighter, yeah, to force, yeah, let's say Japanese language, where 3/4 of them are Japanese in Indonesia, but they happily accepted the proposal to use Bahasa Indonesia national language. And number two, it decided not from top down, not from government policy, but bottom up. Like what I said, bottom up, our youth coming from different parts of ethnic groups sit together and proclaim the three declarations: one nation, Indonesia; one nationality, Indonesia; and one language, national language, Bahasa Indonesia. And from that time, we continue to enrich, to keep, yeah, that language. That was the historical background of Bahasa Indonesia. And Bahasa Indonesia is open. Yeah? Bahasa Indonesia is open to receive, yeah, any new vocabularies from local languages and from foreign languages as well. The reason number three why the Malay language was accepted by our founding fathers at the time was because the language is, what do they call it? Tidak membeda-bedakan apa itu? High rank. It's not egalitarian, yeah, that's what they call it. Like in, I can explain it by this example. In Japanese language, there are two kinds of languages that they have to know. When you speak to all people, you're going to use this vocabulary, you're going to use these expressions. When you speak to someone below your age, you're going to use this vocabulary. But for Malay language, they do not have such kind of differences. So that's why it will be easier for most ethnics in Indonesia to learn that language, rather than learning three different expressions at the same time. So by using these three reasons, our founding fathers and our youth, yeah, came to the conclusion. And that's why we are proud. We are proud. In many countries, language, yeah, can be an issue to start war, to start conflict. Yeah, it cannot be managed well. Because language is the prestige of a specific ethnic. Like Bahasa Indonesia is used as a language for instruction in our schools. Yeah? Government from different ethnics and etc. But when you are later on in the provinces in area, because every ethnic will have the local language, like from Minang, in Padang Panjang, yeah? They will use Bahasa Minang for their daily interaction. Yeah? So you will get upset. So it is different from Bahasa Indonesia. They are not going to use Bahasa Indonesia for their daily interaction among that groups. But you can speak bahasa Indonesia dan they will understand. Bu, Pak.
Terima kasih. I think one thing is important in terms of official language, Indonesian as official language. Pak Rusdi has mentioned that Bahasa Indonesia proclaimed as national language in 1928, right? I would like to inform that Indonesia proclaimed its independence, freedom in, when? Anybody knows? Indonesian Independence Day? Yeah. On August 17th. Yeah. 17th of August. So in this month. The Independence Day. And we pronounce our independence by saying Merdeka. Right? After this Independence Day, we Indonesian proclaim Bahasa Indonesia as official language. That is on 18th of August. So one day after Independence Day, Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian language, is proclaimed, stated in our constitution as state language, official language. And we practice this constitution in education, TV program, in mass media, and so on. So you will find official language in many areas, but we have also an official language in Bahasa Indonesia. We will interact with local language. So if we in informal, in official situation, we address Pak Rusdi, Pak Rusdi, but in unofficial situation, in Minang, for example, we will say udah, kakak, brother. So official and unofficial language in Bahasa Indonesia will be found in everyday life. So one thing is important: when Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian language, is proclaimed as official language, one day after Independence Day, on 18th of August. On 17th of August, we proclaim Independence Day, and we have to pronounce Merdeka. Yeah. Everyone can pronounce this? Merdeka! What's it? Merdeka! Terima kasih.
Thank you.
I just want to know in Bahasa Indonesian language, is it pure or it has inside itself like English or Arabic language as well? Did you get my question?
Yes.
Is it mix up English or Arabic or it's pure?
Yes. Local languages plus foreign languages. Yeah. Adapted. Yeah. Vocabularies from Arabic. Salam.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Yeah. And then kursi from Portugal. Portuguese. Yeah. Bandera from Portuguese. India, yes, but we adopt foreign vocabularies as well by making adaptation. Yes.
I'm confused about the number of local languages in Indonesia. During your lecture, you mentioned like 594 local languages, and at another place you mentioned 1,400 local languages. So actually, what is the actual number of local languages in Indonesia?
Can be more than that. That have been taken, that been documented, 594. But there are more to be documented. When all local languages are documented, the number can be more than 1,000. Yeah. This year, our language agency are going to map, to identify, a number of 40 local languages in Indonesia. Yes. Other questions? Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm in Nepal. The fact is that you say Bahasa Indonesia is one language, right? But there's another, like I'm going to Surabaya. Surabaya is another language. It's like the local language. So the fact that I don't know the Bahasa Indonesia, so I understand the local language. It's a very much long time. It's about the process of the prosecutor. What do you think? Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Everyone will speak Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah. But you have to enrich your Bahasa Indonesia with Japanese, Bahasa Jawa. And Surabaya is different from Jakarta. Japanese spoken in Jakarta lebih soft, lebih apa namanya, agak kan, yeah, more. You have to be more careful in choosing words in Jakarta. But when you go to Surabaya, later you can speak in Bahasa Indonesia with little bit Japanese, yeah, like mas. When you stay in Minang, you dress the man udah, but in Java you can address mas. So just acquire the term of addressing informal and informal, pak and mas, bu and ba, something like this. So that's fine. Yeah. So everyone can speak Indonesian. Yeah, you note that pernah. Okay.
Yes, anywhere you go, just take a notebook and just write it in order to learn that language. Just ask whoever is there, apa ini, maka kan they will tell you. I think within a very short time you will be able to communicate. But even in the local community, they speak their own local language. But when that local people communicate with people from other ethnics, they are going to use Bahasa Indonesia straightforward. So there will be code switching. They will code switch. But like Pak Marianto and Bu Pangesti, they are both Japanese. When they interact, communicate, they will use Japanese. But when Pak Marianto look at me, he will use Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah. So, two in ones at the same time. Local languages are preserved. Bahasa Indonesia is also preserve. That is the uniqueness of Indonesia. Not like, for example, in Malaysia, because I've been in Malaysia for 4 years, working in the embassy. The situation is a bit different there in comparison with Indonesia. In Malaysia, when Chinese speaks to Indians, they were going to use English. They're going to use English, not bahasa Melayu. When Chinese speaks to Malay people, sometimes they use English. Sometimes they use English. And sometimes, in most occasions, to Malay, sometimes they use English, because English there is a second language. So, the existence of bahasa Melayu in Malaysia, need to be, if action is not made, we are worried. Sometimes will be the existence is lower and lower. Yes. But in Indonesia it's different. When people from different local language, so every day we speak bahasa Indonesia. When we meet first time to someone, we use bahasa Indonesia. But later on, when we know that we are coming from the same ethnics, then we code switch to our local language. Because it is not fair when we continue using, because we have our local language as well. So, that's very interesting. We want all local languages are preserved. Pak Marianto told me there is one local language in Papua, in Irian Jaya. The speaker is only one now. Only one speaker left. Yes. But we need to document that language. Even when that speaker dies, that local language will also be extinct. We can only have right and information. One time there was a local language in that area.
Any more question? From background? Sebelah sana ada di mana? The opportunity from brother. Any question from that? No. Okay. The last question.
My name is Nurgun. I am from Kazakhstan, and my question, according to the grammar of Bahasa Indonesia, as I know, the plural form of nouns, you should just double the word, such like adik, buku, buku. But there are some words that when you double it, for example, mata is eye, and mata is another word, spy. And how we should differentiate it in order not to confuse. Thank you.
Well, it is cultural context study, cultural noun, plurality, and how to express plurality in Indonesia. We have to reduplicate. Misalnya, the first form is reduplication. Anak-anak, children, child, children. But in Indonesia, anak-anak. Yes. Like this. Kekanak-kanakan. It's a different thing. Childish. Yes, right? So, connotative meaning also formed by reduplicating the word. But expressing plurality, we can use numbers. Dua anak. Satu, dua, ya, singular, plural form, 2, 3, 2, 3, and so on. 2 anak, without repeating the word, 2 kids, or 2 children. Oh, 2 mata-mata, 2 orang mata-mata. We add something for classification, meaning classification. 2 orang mata-mata, orang, 2 spies agency, something like that. Also, we express plurality by you can consult with the dictionary in the internet, online KBBI, Kamus Besar Bahasa Indonesia, KBBI online. You can consult about that in the internet. Well, plurality is expressed by what's called suffix. Ya ada. When we say kantor, perkantoran, yes, with affixation, it means many offices. So we can say perkantoran. So we add a prefix and suffix. So there are many ways to express plurality in Bahasa Indonesia, and I think you can learn this easily while you practice Bahasa Indonesia. Very good question, right? Oh, that's the last one. Any? Oh, one.
Any? What is the difference to in math and when you use math and when you look at these things in math?
Term of addressing. Papa is specific term to address me. Mas local term of addressing, or informal term addressing young male like me. Or if you suppose that Pak Rusdi is still young, in informal situation you can address him Mas. Yes, in the street. But the term Mas is better used in Java. So this is locally cultural term. Yes, Mas especially. But Mbak is for female. Yeah, Ibu. Yeah. If you use the term Ibu or Bu for female. Mbak.
What is that? What is the, because mas is for the informal term as men, you know?
Yes.
And what is for women as in?
Mbak.
Okay.
Mbak. Katakan.
Mbak Chris, please type Mbak. I address her Mbak Chris. Mbak. That's Japanese actually.
And you suppose that Bupangisti is sister young. Mbak Pang. You can address him Mbak Pang. Informal.
And Bapak and Ibu is for
Formal.
Thank you.
Terima kasih kembali.
Okay. Well, once I have visited some countries like to India, yeah, to Delhi, and then to Mumbai, and then to Vietnam, and then to Japan twice, 3 months, 1.5 months, and then Australia and Sydney for 4.5 years, and then to Netherlands for 1.5 months. Okay, and some more countries, and then I always bring with me a small notes. And everywhere I could, and I found a new word, then I write it down. And then ask friends or ask somebody what the meanings of this. Yeah? I got a very funny experience when I was in Mumbai. I missed my bus. It was because I didn't know what's the local language of Mumbai. Marathi, I don't know Marathi, and then I saw from the bus stop, and then I wrote the number of the bus, and then okay, now 224, it's that the bus. So I missed 2 buses at the time. It is because I didn't know Marathi, and then in front of the bus it is written in Marathi, and the back side, in the left side in Roman, right? So it's difficult. That is why please bring small notes with you and then ask some people. Don't worry, Indonesian mostly are friendly, very friendly. If you ask, say, saya dari Vietnam, for example, ini bisa bertanya, ini apa artinya? I'm sure everybody surrounding you will give assistance about the meaning. Yeah, that's the first suggestion. And the second is watching TV program as many as you can, and then write it down. New words, new vocabs, write it down. Yeah? And again, ask some people. Yeah? And then during the TV program, we have both language variations. The first is formal through news, yeah? And then the other one from say like entertainer, some entertainer, many. Like you keep smiling, yeah, and then many programs. So watch the TV, change the channel, and then write any new words, and then ask people. Try to listen the words, hear the words, and also one movie. It is in Indonesian is Mahabharata and Mahadewa on INTV. Yeah, it is in Indonesian. So you may learn Indonesian from there. The dubbing itself very good, because I know the what is it, the DVD. It's not that good, the translation, but when they dub into Indonesian, it's really good. So you will learn from INTV at 9 and 8 or 9. Yeah, 3 movies. Mahadewa, but almost finished. Will be the new one is Ramayana. Yeah, so you will know the culture of Ramayana from India in Indonesia when you are in Indonesia. Okay? Okay. Well, I should thanks to the wonderful presentation from Pak Rusdi and Pak Marianta. Please big applause for both of them. Thank you so much. And I hope that you will enjoy this evening session. There will be angklung. Anybody knows angklung? Musical instrument from bamboo. Huh? And then sing the song, and then you may join singing the song as well this evening, yeah, after dinner, yeah. I'm sure you will enjoy. Last year, wow, student.
Oh, I'll just get to the point. So I have a quick announcement for you guys. So after this, we're gonna have a coffee break, another coffee break, and then after the coffee break, you will see. Come to the front of the stage. You're gonna see a lot of our officers wearing this, and they're gonna bring this. What is this? This is the card that will guide you to the next session, which is the gathering or participants in each provinces. Alright? So I want you guys now to look at all of your name tag and find out what color it is. So when you see this, when you see an official putting this up to the air, up to your mouth, go to him or her and wait until the next instruction. Alright?
Rasulullah, salam sejahtera. Segala puja Rasulullah, salam sejahtera.
semua. Good evening, Honorable Head Bureau of Planning and International Cooperation, Ministry of Education and Culture, Coordinator of Darmasiswa Scholarship Program, representatives from 53 higher education institutions, my Darmasiswa fellow students from all over the world, as well as distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Apa kabar? I would like to introduce myself. My name is Malika Veer from the Netherlands, and will study Bahasa Indonesia for a year at the University of Indonesia. Without the Darmasiswa Scholarship Program, I wouldn't be able to follow this course. That's why I would like to say that I am sincerely grateful to get this scholarship from the Ministry of Education and Culture and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. From my modesty and my appreciation, I would like to thank those who made this possible for me and for all my fellow students. For you all. The reason that I have chosen this course is that I would like to learn the Indonesian language on a professional level. In this way, I hope to continue my study by doing my PhD in Indonesia and to find a job here which is related to my previous study. Through my work by helping the Indonesian community, I hope to contribute to an Indonesia Emas, a golden Indonesia, as an example for other countries, and to show others norms and values carried by the Indonesian community. I also hope to translate books written in Indonesia to English or to Dutch, so that the rich, interesting literature of Indonesia will be accessible for a wider public, like people from other countries, and will contribute to a better world. I know that this is a goal hard to reach in a world where there is peace, but paradoxically enough, there is still violence of war. Thinking of the corruption here, the wars in Korea and Vietnam, the conflicts of religion in the Middle East, and the bloody tensions in Gaza, Africa, Ukraine, and other countries. The main factor to be a good human being is not the rational knowledge, but the awareness to be responsible for each other, with acceptance. Dear fellow students, through the Darmasiswa Scholarship Program and the acceptation to your university, we will get to know the language and culture of Indonesia. We consist of a wide variety of origins, religions, and cultures. There are differences between us, but I think we are one in our goal. We will face difficulties because of misunderstanding, or you will be charged too much for the public transportation, or for the things you buy, because you are an orang bule, a foreigner like me. But we should see this as a challenge, and not as a problem, and always be patient. Hopefully, we will be able to see the cultural links, and will get understanding among participating countries. Let us make bridges and start a dialogue towards common understanding. And most of all, enjoy your time staying in this beautiful country. I wish you all good luck, and I want to thank again everyone who makes this possible for us. Thank you.
But I feel really good with all these international people around me and in a new country. It's really exciting feeling to look forward to new adventures for the rest of the year or 6 months, or it doesn't matter how long you stay, but it's long enough to explore the country, the people, the culture and everything, and to try out new things. I'm going to study the Bahasa Indonesia, that means Indonesian language, which I'm quite excited about too. I like languages. I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to try out.
Well, my name is Alfred Ikogu Uche. That's my full name. And you are?
I'm Abbas Aminu.
Okay, well, we're both students of, I'm from Nigeria and you're from where?
Also Nigeria.
Also Nigeria, we're both from Nigeria. Actually, that's a Darmasiswa school scholarship and we are on. Well, it was a really, really nice time.
Nice, yeah.
And actually we had a wonderful time. Well, we got so many privileges because we had the time to think of courses to learn, of which we never had in country, and we also had time to
Thank you. Apa kabar? I want to hear it louder from this side. 1, 2, 2 sides, please. Apa kabar? Let's see the left side. Apa kabar? First one's louder. So, thank you. Good evening, dear student, Darmasiswa Scholarship Awardees, dear directors, representative from 53 higher education institution, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Praise be to Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. Only with His merciful we could attend this occasion. Peace be upon His messenger, the Prophet Muhammad SAW, and all His descendants as well as His followers owing His blessing. First of all, on behalf of Ministry of Education and Culture, Republic of Indonesia, let me offer you our very warm welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. Thank you for being with us tonight, this evening, in the opening of ceremony Darmasiswa Scholarship Program, academic year of 2014-2015. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a real pleasure and great honor to have you. From the officially, I get the number 549 students from 83 countries, and furthermore, we have the representative from 53 universities with us in this evening. So indeed, it is a privilege from the Ministry of Education and Culture to have all of you here tonight. Even though we understand that your eagerness to learn, to know more about Indonesian culture has been delayed for a while due to so many reasons, but we hope this evening will be the starting point for you to learn Indonesian culture in real life. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly share the view that friendly relations between Indonesia and other countries should be improved in a sustainable manner in order to contribute to the establishment of world peace and order. We at the Ministry of Education and Culture committed to contribute to the improvement of such friendly relations. So through the Darmasiswa program, this is one way to realize such a commitment. So we will provide the visitor, the student, Darmasiswa student, a great opportunity for cultural exchanges, leading to mutual understanding between Darmasiswa awardees and their Indonesian lecturer or tutor or fellow student where they've been placed or studies. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have expected that the true success for Darmasiswa students should go beyond the completion of your study. So we do hope that upon completion of your study, the student will explore more about Indonesian culture and share your knowledge, your experience with your friend, your relative, and even your country. So furthermore, we will strongly recommend that you study more on Bahasa Indonesia, certainly Indonesian culture, or other languages. We have more than 500 traditional languages, starting from Aceh that we have seen today, the traditional dance, Saman, until from Papua. So even batik, angklung, and all the dances you will see it differently from Aceh to Papua. So I'm very happy to learn that 5,275 Darmasiswa alumni has been very active disseminating the information about Indonesia in their own country. So it is my great expectation to the university provider that have accepted our Darmasiswa student so far in very good manner. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my highest appreciation to 53 higher education institutions hosting the Darmasiswa student. Thank you. And then for all of you, 549 students, all of them are here, right? So this is your new home, but don't sell it. This is your new home. Welcome to Indonesia, welcome to Jakarta, and feel at home. And I wish you every success in your study. This chance may be your only one chance to learn everything about Indonesia. So please seek all the things that you want to know and make the most of it. Thank you. And finally, allow me to declare Darmasiswa program for the year of 2014-2015 officially open. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Darmasiswa participants. We are very, very glad to be here, and we have to say that the welcoming is really great and awesome, and we feel very thankful for this experience that seems very, very enriching. And how can I say, I feel very happy to be here, and I really want to open as much as I can to get all the knowledge and the culture that I can from this wonderful country.
Oke, selamat pagi semuanya. Nama saya Patricia dan aku dari Jerman, dan sekarang kita di apa namanya di Grand Sahid ya. Dan aku Darmasiswa student, dan nanti aku berangkat dari Bandung. Aku akan beasiswa di Bandung di UPI, dan ya saya sangat senang bisa di Indonesia untuk setengah tahun, untuk 6 bulan. Dan ya kemarin ada banyak acara, dan aku sangat senang bertemu ya hampir 549 mahasiswa dari banyak negara, dan ya bertemu banyak orang yang sangat berbeda budaya, berbeda agama, semua berbeda. Dan ya saya hanya mau bilang aku sangat berterima kasih kepada pemerintah Indonesia aku bisa di sini, dan ya sangat sukses untuk semuanya yang tinggal di Indonesia sekarang, dan semoga ada banyak pengalaman yang indah dan menyenangkan. Dan ya salam hangat dari Jerman. Sudah?
I'm studying dance and I'm studying Karawitan. I'm really excited to study for a whole year gamelan.
Yes, and we really enjoyed meeting all of the people, the other people at Darmasiswa. There are 549 of us from all over the world. That's been really great.
And it's been a really great weekend getting to know everybody. But excited to start our new adventure to Jakarta.
I got nothing.
Okay, we're done.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Malika Veer from the Netherlands. I am also doing the Darmasiswa scholarship program to study Bahasa Indonesia for a year in Jakarta, and I'm so happy that I could do this with the help of Ministry of Education and Culture, and also so happy that other students from all over the world can do this. And hopefully we can get common understanding between different kind of cultures, and do this in acceptance, inshallah.
Selamat pagi, kami dari Kazakhstan.
Hello, my name is Elvira Danilova. I will study in Pasundan. I'm glad to be awarded of scholarship program Darmasiswa. I'm very happy to be here. Today we are leaving for Bandung. We will study there, and I hope that all of the participants will have great time as well as me. We have 548 participants from 83 countries. So yesterday we mingle each other, we get acquainted, and we are so glad to meet them from all over the world. Thank you so much for Indonesia. Thank you so much for everyone to give us such opportunity.
Would like to respect for together. The first time I want to say my language, Darmasiswa. My name is Siang Hai. Come from Cambodia. Today I'm very happy when I meet my sister. They are from Sri Lanka. And when for 3 days I'm very happy because I meet a lot of friends that are come out the country. So I'm very happy and very proud to meet them. Okay, you can.
I'm Mandu. I'm from Sri Lanka. Thank you. Hello, I'm Tilki. I'm from Sri Lanka. I also so happy because I meet the lot of the friends, and I very like learn to gamelan music. So thank you for your commitment for Indonesia and education department. Thank you.